Welcome back to my Survival Hunter soloing series. This time we're going to be doing Gnomeregan. As opposed to my Beast Mastery series, I've brought the Moss Agate and Silver Bar with me. That way I won't take as much time screwing around, assuming we actually even get the quest. For those who don't know, the Dark Iron Dwarves towards the end of this instance sometimes drop an item called Grime Encrusted Ring, which starts a series of quests that basically gives 3 dungeon quests worth of experience. So, in other words, very worth chasing down. Uh, Normally I rerun the instance until it drops, but that's not going to be the case here. It's very possible they've upped the drop rate because during the Beast Mastery series I actually got it to drop on the approach to the final boss. And usually, if it does drop on my first instance, it's on the way back. There's a hallway that's basically got 3 paths among it, and one of them's filled with Dark Iron Dwarves, and the other 2, including the one that you take on approach to the boss, has some Dark Iron Dwarves. Anyways, at the end of the last run, I had hit Revered with Stormwind. For those who don't know, I wear the tabards just because once you hit Revered with the basic factions, a binding 16-slot bag becomes available to you. I've got Traveler's Backpacks because I'm a bit of an altaholic. I want to make sure that all of my alts have bags. So anyways, I switched that out with the next faction that I'm going to work on. And so I just wanted to mention that. Just those looking for tips on how to do these kinds of things. Something we can do. Also, at the end of the last video, hit level 30, which means we got our level 30 talent. Kind of discussed it a bit there, but I'll just go into it a little bit here. Went with Snake Hunter, which grants you 3 charges of Mongoose Bite, which is really nice against bosses. We expend our 3 charges, get a 3 buff, get 3 more charges, and that brings our buff up to 6, which is the maximum. And that allows us to do that much more damage. Alternatively, Murder of Crows is pretty good. It's just not going to suit our purposes here. Trash dies way too quickly, as you can see. And it wouldn't do as much to the boss as the Snake Hunter one would. So, as you can see, I'm not going for Grubbus. I'm not going to be doing the optional bosses just because the whole purpose of doing the survival series, even though I was in the middle of the Beastmaster series, is to up the overall pace of the action. And Vicious Fallout is somewhere nearby, so we'll be able to do our Snake Hunter extra burst. There he is. See if we can distance pull him safely. Not bad. Not bad at all. So here we go. Hot up, bleed, flanking strike, mongoose, mongoose, mongoose. We're gonna cap, so I do that. Then I Snake Hunter, mongoose, mongoose, mongoose. Bleed back, and he's almost dead. Oh, didn't notice I had another one. Bursty, bursty. It was a very quick kill of a level appropriate 5-man boss while solo. Not entirely solo, obviously I got my buddy here. And I don't know what the average DPS does at this time, but I have been running recount, I believe, for the entirety of the series. And it's set to automatically reset each time I go into an instance. So you should be able to watch any of these videos and see what my overall DPS is. I could probably pull 3 at once. Especially if I get that hot up in between. Oh, then we didn't even pull the other one. Yep, it's pretty crazy how fast stuff dies, and now that we've got Snake Hunter, bosses are just going to get nuked that much quicker. And that was a pretty good indication too, because Vicious Fallout is a pretty mean boss as far as that goes. So I think it's safe to say that what we saw will be pretty typical. Trash still dying real well. Oh, this will be a really good instance to do what I was saying before about, because sometimes we have some AoE pulls with like one of these guys and then a bunch of non-elites. So we'll bleed up the elite and then just Raptor Strike the non-elites one at a time. That gives the bleed time to completely expire, which is just a significant increase to DPS overall. And as per usual, the hot is rolling, so there's no downtime. In fact, the only limiting factor is our focus regeneration, which sometimes can feel a little bit underwhelming, but it is what it is. Alright, here's a good example. I'll put the bleed up on this guy, and then pick off the gnomes one at a time. And in the meantime, the bird is going to be fighting the elite too, so that just... bam. Nice, efficient clearing of the whole pack. Oops. Mistake! I will probably be changing my Raptor Strike to a macro with pet attack in it as well. Now's not the time, I suppose. Just couldn't help but notice how badly that pull went. That was partially my fault. I didn't have to pull with that hatchet toss, so I kind of fumbled that up myself. But then once I realized that's what was happening, I wasn't... Oh, we leveled up, so let me get the hot rolling. Alright, level 31, no significant upgrades there. Looking forward, we'll get muzzle at 32, which is nice, and then nothing useful again until 40, so it's worth noting. Here we'll use the parachute and drop down and hot up, bleed, pet, 1, 2, 3, stop the focus cap, snake hunter, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and we actually got a 7th mongoose bite in there. That is crazy how fast that boss died. Alright, just for best practice's sake, I'm going to dismiss the pet for this jump. If you for some reason forget the backpack, there's a... on the platform we were just on for the boss, there's a place to pick up more. And when you first enter in and hit the big chamber, there's also a place there. So, just for those who aren't aware. Alright, and this is the hallway where the Dark Iron Dwarfs will reside. We're always going to favor them in every AoE pull here, just because they can drop a mine. And, well, we just don't want that happening. It's not a big deal, but it's a distraction. It's not necessary to let them live long enough to do that. Don't mind taking a little, because the hot's rolling, so we will heal it up with no downtime. Lots of silk too, and I'm glad for that. I forgot to train it when I was in town, but my first aid is high enough for heavy silk now. Not that we've been needing bandages, but I do want to keep that current just because we're picking up cloth anyway, so why not? We're a class that has limited healing capabilities, so we definitely want to stay on top of that. there's the mine. But it looked like Thunderstomp managed to take it out. No problem. Okay. So yeah, it's a little disappointing to me that I forgot to at least train the heavy silk bandage. And again, don't mind tanking a little bit. Hot's rolling, so... Wow, this one took 3 flanking strikes. I'm feeling weak. That's taking a little bit of damage, but as of yet, there's no reason to... Yep, as soon as I did that, I realized, wait a second, he's going to run in and Thunderstomp and break it anyways. Oh well. Last time I was in here, the rare spawn Dark Iron boss was up. Alright, piece of cake as per usual. Let's just nuke this guy down, because we can. And again, for my own sake, hot up, bleed up, get the pet boss off of me. 1, 2, 3, avoid focus capping, reset, 5, 6. I almost forgot how to say 4, but that's okay. Bleeds off, so I'll put it back on. Hots up. Another Mongoose. Oh, I missed the window. I hit 7th Mongoose Bite, but the buff was off at that time. That is unfortunate. Oh, pet's actually dying. Last stand. And I will give to the Naruhim for good measure. I may have clipped my bleed there, but I figured better to clip it than to lose it altogether. Or forget it. Anyways, he's dead. He's the final boss of the dungeon, so it did take a little longer. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, the instance is over, but I will be sticking around to give one try for finding the Graham encrusted ring. Again, it only drops from the Dark Iron mob, so we're going to head up this left path because it's teeming with them. I will go ahead and pull this one just because. Alright, these come in groups of 3, which can be a little annoying, but we are almost one-shotting them, so I don't see it as being a problem. And the ones that do get a little resilient, we'll just throw in some Raptor Strikes to finish them off. Still not there. No problem. Got lots of opportunities here to find one. Just heard a loud crash, so I think my cat might have gotten into something. Alright, this one's apparently on patrol, which is fine. At least we didn't pull him among others. Yeah, we're killing them so fast that even in the 3 pulls, they're not getting off a single mine. It's actually kind of impressive. Is that it for this hallway? It is. Okay, so what we'll do, let's go ahead and drop on down. Oh yeah, my pet. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna have to use some mongoose bites. My action bar is messing up. I have no idea where my pet is. Let's dismiss it. Alright, I still get the hot for myself anyways. And we managed to not pull the mechanical, so that's kind of nice. Just because we don't need to actually kill these guys. We're just doing it for the potential of the quest. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because I was using Mongoose Bite in the fight, we have that cooldown that we could be... Animal Instincts could be acting on Mongoose Bite instead of just Flanking Strike. So I didn't have access to Flanking Strike every other global cooldown. It's so disappointing if it doesn't actually drop, because that is quite a bit of XP, and we're right here. Oh, I saw the green text and I was like, oh. Because the item itself is green in color. We're just about out of Dark Iron Agents, and they're the only ones that drop them. I'm gonna get the hot up on my pet, just cause. That's okay, I'm not using magical attacks. Uh-oh, was that the last? No, last try, last try. That'll be unfortunate if we don't actually get it. Didn't get it. Well, that'll do it for this run. Thanks for watching. It's actually been a while since I've done this without getting the rings, so bit humbling there, but that'll actually keep us a little bit lower level for subsequent dungeons, which might make it a little more entertaining for others. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.